Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Guys, we're breaking in early tonight. We're breaking in early. We just got breaking news. The Middle East peace plan apparently has leaked. And we're finding out what is in this deal. It may be shocking to some, certainly. But Trump, of course, said it didn't matter to him whether it was a two-state solution or a one-state solution. But it looks like it is a two-state solution, and which means they're parting the land, which is not good. And maybe that's why this super blood wolf moon in 4 days from now is going to be over Washington, D.C. Maybe that's why the earth shook last night with a 4.7 earthquake that hit Maryland. Let me put a shout out right now. Then I'll get into this real quick. Real fast, a shout out to noblegoldinvestments.com. This is a wonderful company, family owned. They're a Christian company. And if you've just retired, if you've got a 401k, or maybe you've got an IRA, or maybe you just received an inheritance or an insurance settlement, or you sold some property and you're like, what do I do? Give these guys a call, noblegoldinvestments.com. Call Colin Plume on the phone. Tell him Pastor Begley told you to call. Let them hear what your situation is. Let them help you with as you diversify and where to put that retirement and what to do. So that's noblegoldinvestments.com. All right, here we go. I have two sources right now. There's more that are coming in. Channel 24 out of France. U.S. peace plan. Trump says to give 90% of the West Bank to the Palestinians and split Jerusalem. Now, I have another report. This is the Jerusalem Post. Just came out with this. And the date on this report is January 17th, 2019. That's tomorrow. But it's already tomorrow in Israel. So this is hot off the press. Palestinian Authority rejects President Trump's peace plan that's been revealed in an Israeli report. Rumors about the deal of the century, as well as ongoing attempts to find regional and international parties that would cooperate with this plan, are failed attempts that will reach a dead end, unquote. The Palestinian Authority said today that any peace plan that does not include an independent Palestinian state with all of East Jerusalem as its capital on the 1967 borders is destined to fail. The Palestinian Authority was responding to a report that just came out, leaked report, Channel 13 News, in Israel, that claims that the U.S. President Donald J. Trump deal of the century will include a Palestinian state on 85 to 90% of the West Bank and some parts, not a total, not all of East Jerusalem, just some parts of East Jerusalem. Nabil Aboud Rouhani, spokesman for the Palestinian Authority presidency for Mahmoud Abbas in Ramallah, said that the rumors and the leaks about the deal of the century, as well as ongoing attempts to find regional and international parties that would cooperate with this plan, are failed attempts that will reach a dead end. And then there's more on this report. So let me get in the studio right now. Let me break this down. We got breaking news, breaking news. This is a serious prophecy alert, as we have leaks of this deal that have got out there. You knew it was going to happen. You knew it was going to happen. Let's get in there right now and see if we can figure out just what's going on here. Obviously, I was going to just wait till 10 o'clock and start this program, but as this was coming off the press, I said, no. I'm going to go live, and we're going to go live right now. Okay, great to have everybody here. This is the coming apocalypse. This is Primetime Live, and we've been waiting actually for months. Now, again, this is not the official report. The United States government nor the Israeli government is confirming that this is part of the deal. They're not speaking. Neither side has said a word. Somebody's leaked it, and this is what it's looking like. I just want to say right now, this is what it's looking like. And again, let me go back to the report for those of you just joining us. But the Palestinian Authority is responding to a report that just broke on Channel 13 News in Israel that claimed that U.S. President Donald Trump's deal of the century will include a Palestinian state of 85 to 90% of the West Bank. And no one's surprised by that. And some parts of East Jerusalem. Not all of East Jerusalem, just some parts of it. Now, Nabil Abu Radain, spokesman for the Palestinian presidency for Mahmoud Abbas in Ramallah, said that the rumors and the leaks about the deal of the century, as well as ongoing attempts to find regional and international parties that would cooperate with this plan, are failed attempts that will reach a dead end. Any proposals pertaining to the political process, he said, should be based on international resolutions and the principle of a two-state solution. The report is based on a source who took part in the briefing in Washington, D.C. on the plan by a senior American official. Said it calls for the annexation of a large settlements and the evacuation of settlement outposts deemed illegal under Israeli law. It also, regarding Jerusalem, the report stated that the city would be divided, with West Jerusalem and some areas of East Jerusalem, all belonging to Israel, as the capital of Israel, and some of East Jerusalem, including most of its Arab neighborhoods, would be the capital of a Palestinian state. Israel would retain sovereignty over the old city and the immediate areas. The Temple Mount would belong to Israel. The Western Wall would belong to Israel. The entire old city of Jerusalem would belong to Israel. But the Temple Mount and the Western Wall would be administered together with Israel, Palestinians, and the Jordanians, and perhaps other countries. Okay, so this is your, this could be your covenant with many. And what about the third temple? What about other issues? What about Gaza? Where's Gaza? So again, this is an unofficial report, but this is the headline of the Jerusalem Post. It's also aired tonight on French TV, Channel 24. And is this all, guys? Again, this is not, it's not been released. The government, Donald Trump hasn't released it. Jared Kushner hasn't released this. Netanyahu has not confirmed this, but President Mahmoud Abbas has commented on it, and he don't like it. He don't want just the neighborhoods of East Jerusalem. He wants all of East Jerusalem, and he wants all of the West Bank, and he wants all of Gaza, and he would even like to see it go back to the pre-1967 borders. Okay, so again, this is leaked information just now breaking out, and we wanted to get out there with the story tonight. But the blood moon, here we go. The blood moon is certainly a harbinger. And if you think about what God was revealing to me, that this super blood moon certainly has to do with the United States of America and Israel and the world. And I've been repeatedly saying that now since it was revealed to me in mid-November. have repeatedly said that. And now the leaking of this peace deal 4 days before the super blood wolf moon kinda is confirming. This won't be the only thing. I think there's more harbingers. I definitely think that earthquake last night in Ocean City, Maryland, that shook Washington, I just really feel like that was a harbinger. I believe there's more harbingers coming. There's more manifestations coming. And we're watching closely. That earthquake in Ocean City, Maryland last night, and then followed by Shelbyville, Tennessee, followed by Oklahoma in a straight line. It was right through the middle of the country. It might not have been devastating, but it was certainly very, very interesting. I can say that. So can I check right now? I want to welcome all of you. I know I'm early. Folks will be joining us because they're expecting me to come on at 10. I decided to go live right now with this information. So here we go. Let me just quickly share with you. Let me triple check other sources. Again, the Jerusalem Post is reporting this tonight or this morning. It's the date even on the Jerusalem Post is tomorrow, which means it is already tomorrow in Israel. Okay, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. All right, in Jerusalem, and that is the headline. And I wonder what the reaction is going to be when the people wake up. When they wake up in the morning and they see that the plan, the Trump peace plan, has leaked. And I don't think this isn't the whole plan. I know it's not. But it certainly reveals that it's a two-state solution and that the Palestinians do get the neighborhoods, the Arab neighborhoods in East Jerusalem. But they don't get control of the old city or the Temple Mount or the wall. They get to participate though, because you've got, they've got their Al-Aqsa Mosque up there. They got the Dome of the Rock. Israel's wanting to build that third temple. I don't know if that's in this agreement or not. We don't have the whole agreement. We got a guy that is leaking it out who was sitting in on the meeting when this thing was being put together and has apparently leaked this out. Hang on one second. And what does this mean? It is definitely a parting of the land. It is definitely a two-state solution here. Jerusalem Post. Okay, here's another report. And it's the Times of Israel. And here's what they're saying. This Times of Israel now are responding. And their response is the White House slams Israeli TV story on its peace plan as not a helpful speculation. So reports claim that Trump's proposed peace plan and calls for a Palestinian state of 85 to 90% of the West Bank, with most Arab neighborhoods in East Jerusalem as the Palestinian capital. The Trump administration is dismissing what the Israeli TV report is saying. Its forthcoming peace plan would offer Palestinians, according to Channel 24 France, and according to the Jerusalem Post, the peace plan would offer the Palestinians a state in most of the West Bank, 85 to 90% of the West Bank, with parts of East Jerusalem as its capital. Channel 13, Israel, reported hours earlier that a senior American official had said that Trump's peace proposal would provide for Jerusalem to be divided, with Israel maintaining sovereignty in West Jerusalem and parts of East Jerusalem and the Holy Basin. In other words, the old city of Jerusalem and the Temple Mount and the Wall and Mount of Olives and the Kidron Valley. In other words, what they call the Holy Basin area would remain under Israeli control, including the old city and its immediate locations and areas. However, it added that the Holy Basin area would be jointly run, even though it'd be Israeli control, it would be jointly run with the Palestinians and the Jordanians and possibly other countries that would enter into this agreement. While they respect Barak Ravid, his report on Israel's Channel 13 is not accurate, says Jason Greenblatt. He is responding, the White House Special Envoy for the Middle East, referring to the reporter who broke the story. Speculation about the content of the plan is not helpful. Very few people on the planet know what is in it. Immediately after the TV report aired tonight on Channel 13 Israeli television, right-wing politicians in Israel protested any U.S. brokered Israeli-Palestinian deal that would provide the Palestinians with a state. The report said the proposal would offer a Palestinian state, a two-state solution, as 85 to 90% of the West Bank, with major settlement blocks to be annexed by Israel along various so-called land swaps. So where Israel's been building already neighborhoods and settlements, those would remain Israeli. So there would be some land swaps in those areas where there's sometimes you'll see a village of Israelis living here, and then right over here you'll see an Arab village, okay? And they kind of mix along each other. Well, that would have to be carved up based on who's got what. Now, Greenblatt tweeted this. He said, while I respect Barak Ravid, his report on Israel Channel 13, it is not accurate, he said. Speculation about the content of the plan is not helpful. Very few people on the planet know what is in it for now. Now, the New Right Party, founded last month in the wake of Israel's move to an early elections in April, on April 9th, said it would not be part of a government that would agree to a two-state solution with the Palestinians. And Greenblatt predicted that there would be more ostensible leaks relating to this U.S. proposal and that they should not be given credibility. Over the coming period, unnamed sources will peddle narratives to the media and others based on motivations that are far from pure, he said. Peddling false or distorted or biased stories to the media is irresponsible and harmful to the process. According to the Israelis and Palestinians, both deserve better. Greenblatt argued that the only reliable sources on this peace plan were United States President Donald Trump, White House Senior Advisor Jared Kushner, and U.S. Ambassador to Israel David Friedman, and Jason Greenblatt. A spokesman for the Palestinian Authority, President Mahmoud Abbas, also panned the proposal. Abbas has been boycotting the Trump administration since it recognized Jerusalem as Israel's capital in December of 2017. Any peace plan that does not include the establishment of an independent Palestinian state along the 1967 borders with all of East Jerusalem as its capital will fail, according to the Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas. His spokesman said in comments publicized by the official Palestinian Authority news site agency. The Trump administration has refused to comment to a timetable for the rollout of its highly anticipated plan and has thus far divulged virtually no information about its details. And U.S. Ambassador to Israel David Friedman recently said it would not be revealed for several months now, with it being delayed at least until after the Israeli elections on April the 9th. So rumors, leaks, and clarification coming out of the United States sets up this situation. And wow, we'll be back. I'm going to take a break, and this is going to be one program right here. This one video. I'll be right back with you guys live in about 3 minutes. So give me a moment, because I've got to grab a couple more things for the rest of this program. I will be back with you in about 3 minutes. We will go live with the regular scheduled broadcast at around 10:01, maybe 10:02. Okay? I'll be right back. Are you serious? Are you serious?